What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes are back with another superstar in the sport of mixed martial arts. Maycee Barber joins us here on the program. UFC flyweight coming off a huge win a few weeks ago. The ladies got down, one of the best fights I've ever seen. Welcome back. Welcome, Maycee. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for saying it was the best fight, one of the best fights you've ever seen.
A gangster fight you guys
Thank you.
put together. I mean, you and Amanda just went at it, and it was really, really up there. And I've seen a lot of fights in my time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How are you feeling after it? I mean, did it take, a couple additional days to recover? Or because, as much as it was your day, you're the winner, she had some moments.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I came out fairly healthy. I had some, bruising under my eyes. I had a couple black eyes for, a few days. And obviously your body's sore when you come out from a fist fight. But other than that, I mean, I came out healthy and ready to get back in the gym.
Would you want other fights to go that way, even if it means you get a couple black eyes or maybe less damage, but yet the fans are still talking about it weeks later?
1,000%. There's honestly, I love the exciting fights. If it's a war, if it's a brawl, I love that because I feel like it keeps the fans engaged. And it's you don't get to see females do that very often. You don't get to see that kind of a fight. So I'm very honored and excited that I can bring that to the table for myself in my career and for the UFC.
I know it's only been a few weeks and you're still obviously recovering, but what do you want for the rest of 2023? One fight, two fights, you have, names lined up? Or do you want other fights to kind of play out just to see how the division shakes out?
I've actually planned on talking with Hunter, Dana, Mick, but for me, definitely probably October, November. Or, if we get the right matchups, pushing for 4 fights would be cool, but at the same time, I've already had 2 this year, so another one for sure, at least. And, if we come out and have another great win and another quick fight, then I don't see why not take another short notice fight. So I want to stay consistent. I want to stay in the fan spaces, and I want to keep continuing to perform for them. So honestly, I'm good with whatever. And we have several names in mind, but it'll be interesting to see. I like the Lauren Murphy fight. She's ranked 1 right above me. I would like the idea of fighting Jessica Andrade. I like the idea of those kind of fights. They're right there in the rankings. So it really just depends on what the UFC thinks and what we want to do together, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, now you see that? That right there is what I'm talking about. So many fighters don't want to tell you anything, and look at her coming out a gangster fight, laying out the names. It makes you want to be a bigger fan of someone like that. Thank you, Maycee Barber.
Of
you
course.
get it. You get it.
Yeah. Maycee, so this fight here, is this the one that you just had, a bucket list type of fight? Is it something that, we all kind of have our little own highlight reels in our lives? Is this the one that you pop in and tell everyone when they go, so what do you do for a living? Is this the fight?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that this is one of my better performances, as an athlete. It has the same mentality that I've had in a lot of my previous fights, and then it also has, the newer technique and the skill that I've been learning and accomplishing. And for me, it's this fight, I was actually talking to some guys last night that, they want to make it into a moment for an NFT and, have it as a replay. So it would be really cool to be able to show people just that fight. But I mean, I'm proud of my entire career as a whole. You've gotten to see the complete evolvement of me as a person and as a athlete, just because I came into the sport so young. So honestly, every single fight is just as important as the next. But this is definitely one of those ones that was a career moment, shoot and take off. So. And Amanda Ribas was an incredible opponent. She's a tough girl, she's got a huge following. She's not the type of fighter that you just look over. She's a tough girl. She's gotten some incredible wins as well. So, we were preparing for a war with her, and I was ready to finish it.
Sitting here at the expo, I'm trying to figure out which scenario is better. You fighting, healing up, and then having a blast here, or you fighting on one of these cards? Because these cards can be pretty big as well. Is that something you would want to do, maybe next year?
Oh, of course. I mean, it just worked out timing-wise, that I fought in Jacksonville. And it got to be, right before International Fight Week. So coming off that win, I mean, I feel like I still am coming off like I just fought. So I have that ability to ride that win right now in this media and in this fight week. Like all everyone has been talking about is my win and my win, because it's so fresh. So I mean, if I didn't get to fight on International Fight Week, fighting like a week or two before is like perfect. So obviously this setup for my last fight was great, but hopefully, next year, who knows, maybe I'll be fighting on the International Fight Week next year.
Is there one thing you can point to in this run that you feel like has clicked for you?
I mean, in the 5-5 win streak, I made the big decision to move from Wisconsin to Sacramento, California, and that was something that like I had just decided. I was like, I'm going to do this. And for me, it was a little bit bumpy at first. It's so difficult to like just not be around family, but at the same time, like that was the needed thing for my career, and I couldn't be more happy with that choice and that decision to move to Sacramento.
And Maycee, because you just had an awesome fight, I feel like your game is your profile is elevated to like big fights going forward from here on out. And so, do you like being part of ABC, ESPN, a pay-per-view, or would you like your own private fight night, for example, where you're the headliner, 5 rounds? All that?
I think it's great to do both, because I'm not shy of going out and being on a stacked card with incredible fighters and like these amazing fights. Because I know that with my style and with my ability to perform, I'm going to go out there and be able to actually make a name and continue to show, and steal the show. And also I'm not afraid to fight on a fight night because I feel like also being able to headline the fight night would be an incredible honor, and I would be able to, also have more of the spotlight set on me. But even still, like, either way, it is great. There's pros and cons to both. But obviously, like, the pros for both outweigh anything else.
Well, it's great to meet you here in person. They offered you to us a while ago, and I said, let's do it. And then we found out you were under 21 at the time, and we were in the Mandalay Bay Casino, so we couldn't have you. And then after that, of course, so many things happened. But, I mean, it's a real treat to have you on, especially after this last fight. And thank you for the time, as always, and good luck going forward. Honestly, I think the sky's the limit for you.
Of course. Thank you so much, you guys.